All right, hi, I am Erica Young.
And I'm Sherry Brown.
We have been here today preparing to talk about CBD oil, and we have had a good time doing so because we have learned so much together. We both have this book, The Power of CBD and Essential Oils by Dr. Oliver Winkler, as well as watching some of his videos. We read this book, CBD Made Easy, which you can get on Life Science Publishing. So we've learned a lot. So we just were trying to give you a short video to help you basically understand what is CBD oil, how do you use it, why Young Living, what are the benefits, and what do we have. So that's what we're going to hit today. I want to tell you that CBD oil was very confusing to me initially because I thought it was marijuana. They've incorrectly used the term interchangeably. Cannabis is the plant family. So the hemp plant, when it's produced with a male and a female hemp plant, because you need a male and a female to fertilize plants, they have very low THC and really high CBD in the hemp plant. The marijuana is also a hemp plant, but it has the absence of a male plant, so it's only a female, and it has very low amounts of CBD and high amounts of THC. So the marijuana typically affects more of the brain and nervous system, is what you have a high. The hemp plant with a male and female and to get the CBD oil, it does not have the same high effect that marijuana does. So they both come from the cannabis plant family. So Young Living's CBD oil has 0% THC and 99% CBD oil. There are some, we have receptor sites in our body called endocannabinoids. Yes, endocannabinoids. I have said that wrong the whole day. And we have those receptors all of our bodies, on every organ and every system of our body. And they discovered that back in the 1990s, I think it said. And what happens is that CBD binds to those receptors and brings homeostasis and brings a balance to those. And let's just go ahead and lead to some of the benefits that it's going to help you with.
Okay. We have several different products, and if you check out the products, you can look at how they support your system. They support your emotions. They can support your skin. They can support like troubled skin if you have red spots and that sort of thing. It will support your neurological system, your cardiovascular system, and your muscular and skeletal system.
So thank you for that. So we have experienced some of those benefits, and this study of it has encouraged us to use it every day and not forget, because it's amazing what it does. But a lot of times when you look at CBD oil, that you hear terms like full spectrum, broad spectrum, isolate, and we didn't really understand what those meant. So we're gonna just kind of give it to you from what we understand what the difference in between those are. Full spectrum is just the hemp plant. So it's going to have other things other than CBD oil. It's going to have some THC. It's a low amount, but it's going to have THC in it. It's going to have chlorophyll and other things. Once you start removing some of the other things out of the full spectrum, you're going to get broad spectrum THC. So broad spectrum is going to have less THC because they've most likely removed the THC. And it will still not taste necessarily good because it has something called terpenes and sesquiterpenes, and those do not in the hemp plant they do not taste good, and they're green and bitter taste. So those are still going to be found in the broad spectrum. What the isolate is, the third type of CBD is isolate. And that's where they've completely isolated the CBD oil and removed everything else. CBD functions best when it does have like an entourage of other things, other compounds to help it bind to the receptors in our body. And so what works really amazing is essential oils. They have terpenes and sesquiterpenes in them that help bind and work with our body. The amazing thing about nature, and we've talked about this over and over again with essential oils, is nature works really well with our body, and that's because our body was made to experience plant life in it. And it's just, I believe it was created that way. But so the essential oils add that into the CBD to help it even have a greater effect and enhance your experience with the CBD oil. So that's why Young Living has combined. They have the isolate CBD oil. They call it Smart Spectrum because it's not. They do have 99% CBD, but there is 1% of the other, which is going to be essential oils added into it to help just enhance the effect of the CBD on your body and the different systems. So that kind of leads us to seed to seal. Do you want to talk about that?
Seed to seal is one of the things in Young Living that I myself fell in love with Young Living because it's the ground that the products are grown in are completely clean. Most of them are virgin lands. They have never been touched by pesticides or anything that can cause us harm, our bodies harm. And one of the things I love about Young Living too is that we never spray for any kind of problems that the crop has. Any weeds that grow in the field are hand picked. People go out in the fields and pull those weeds up. They don't spray them with anything to kill them. And so that makes the land stay clean. It makes the plant stay clean. And that's our seed to seal. Then after the plants are cultivated, they're gone through stringent testing to make sure that they are pure and have nothing damaging for us on them.
Also, we read too that Young Living, and we purchased Nature's Ultra, and which is where we get our CBD oil from. That they're based in Colorado. Is Nature's Ultra that we now own, and Young Living did purchase them because they do have our same quality and expectations. We do have the most expensive equipment to distill and test and separate so that we can go from the full spectrum to the isolate, to combine the essential oils with it. Every part of the process, we have the most expensive equipment that anybody has so that we can have the highest quality product. So when you're talking CBD oil, you can go see stores everywhere. It is a totally unregulated field. It's not regulated. And so you really need to know where your oil is coming from. If you're trying to use something to make yourself healthier, you do not want to be swallowing pesticides or rubbing pesticides on your body. You want to know what's in that product. So that's why, I use this on my kids. I use this on me. I'm not going to use a product that's going to, have something harmful in it. And I feel confident that Young Living's quality, and I've seen it, and I feel comfortable with the company to know that I'm feeling like I'm using the best product for my family. So, so the ways I'm just going to say the ways I use it is on my kids, we have a roll-on here, a Calm roll-on. And this comes in, it has lavender, it's CBD, it has lavender in it. It says it is, anyway, it has lavender in it. But it comes in two options, a 300 or 600 milligram option. From everything I've heard, if you're just starting CBD oil, I've always heard to start with the lowest. Is that what you've heard as well? Mm-hmm. So we started with a 300 milligram, and the price for the 300 is $57, and for the 600, the higher dosage, is going to be $99.95. So I use this on my dog. I've had this for probably a year, to be honest. We just randomly use it. And I am starting to use this on my daughter every day recently. So I rub this on the back of her neck every day before she goes to school. And it does have a calming effect. A lot of people do use this at bedtime, but my daughter does struggle with some stress when she goes to school. So this is something we have been using, and she actually asks for it now. She loves it.
And it includes eucalyptus, frankincense, lavender, orange, vetiver, and ylang ylang.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, it smells amazing. So you can use it
really
as perfume. So this is calming. So this is one thing we use just mainly for calming sleep. I know one time she was having a big, meltdown, and we put that on. It was amazing just within a few minutes how it could help just calm her.
Yeah.
The other thing I use, and then I thought you can tell what you use, if that's okay. I use this, I have two of them right now. I have one is cinnamon and one is CBD oil. It comes in the little tincture. So they have this. It comes in orange or citrus, cinnamon, and cool mint. So this says that it is topical. And that is the directions for usage and what it's been approved for. So I do actually use this sublingual and feel confident that that is great. But if you want to follow the instructions, you can, just rub it on you. But I use one dropful under my tongue. This is kind of getting low. Anyway, and so this every day, especially after I saw that what it does for the cardiovascular system, the neurological system, and how it's going to bring balance and homeostasis to it, I'm going to make sure I just use this every day. I have been using as needed for my stress and about, my stress. So.
And I actually had the cool mint too. And after, like she said, after our research today, I've decided I'm going to start using it on a regular basis because of all the value it has to it. I have a friend that started using it and has been really pleased with the progress that her situation has made. And the CBD oil comes in a 500 or 1,000, and the 500 is $80 and the 1,000 is $150. So yes, it's expensive. They're expensive, but they last a long time. And how cheap is health? So we feel like it's a good thing. One of the products that we use is the CBD joint and muscle balm, and it comes in two different strengths as well. It's I think they're 300 and 600. And we recently got the 600. We used up the 300. We got the 600, and my husband uses it every night on his neck, and it really seems to help his joint pain that he has there. And the 300 is $75, and the 600 is $110. So the other product that I've recently...
I'm going to show them what it looks like.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's almost gone.
Oh, so. It's almost gone, but
yeah.
It's like an ointment.
Yeah. So the other product that I've just recently discovered, I guess it came out pretty recently, is the CBD Beauty Boost. And everybody was raving about it so much, I couldn't wait to get it. And it is, how much is it?
$84.
Oh, it's $85. And what I do with it is I use my intensive intensive moisturizer, and you get just a little less than a pea-sized dollop of the moisturizer in the palm of your hand, and then I've been putting like 3 drops of the Beauty Boost in the palm of my hand in the moisturizer and stirring it up and then putting it on, and it smells like heaven. It's got rose oil in it, and I'm just telling you, it's awesome smell. My husband has had some bad spots on his cheeks, and he's tried everything on it, and we've not been successful with any of the other Young Living products that we've been using. So begrudgingly, but I gave up my intensive moisturizer to him. I didn't give it up, but I shared it with him. So he's using the moisturizer and my Beauty Boost, and it's amazing the difference in what his face looks like. It's really, really helped.
I do not have the CBD Beauty Boost, but I've been hearing raves about it, and it just came back in stock, so it will be on my next order. But let me just say what it has, and it has tamanu oil, which promotes collagen production. Has rose oil, which is just amazing for your skin. If you just look up rose oil and just Google rose oil and skin, you're just going to be astonished of what rose does for your skin and emotions. But it decreases redness. The CBD beauty booster decreases redness, fine lines, wrinkles, and it calms and soothes skin, and it's very moisturizing. So I'm excited to get that on my next order. CBD is amazing for skin, as we discussed. So I hope that you guys can get some CBD oil, and I started one at a time. The most affordable way to do it is just one at a time, and start using it. And the key is using it, and regularly using it. If you want to bring homeostasis to your body, it's regular use that's going to do that. And that's what I realized today as we were learning. Did you learn anything from our research today?
Oh gosh, a lot. Yeah, I've been confused about the difference between the flax and the hemp and the marijuana plant. And all of it has been confusing to me, because I think I was raised up in a time when, you didn't do any of that marijuana stuff. So it was a very taboo subject. And I've come to realize, in fact, I started listening to some things and realized I was very eager for Young Living to come out with the CBD oil, and because of all of the benefits of using it. So I encourage you to go to Young Living's website and look up whatever your health goals are. Find the CBD oil that would match those goals and that would improve what you are looking to improve.
You can't really go wrong.
No,
you
you
just
can't.
get some CBD oil on you. I'm going to get it on me and in me, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I have been loving it so far, and so has
Yeah.
my family. So.
And let us know if you have any questions. We'll be glad to try to help you.
Or we'll send you some videos. We'll attach some
Right.
videos under here in the comments, and then you can do some more of your own research.
Yeah.
So thank you guys.
Okay.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.